Right, I've got several of these screwdrivers. I quite like them because when they go flat you can actually use them as a screwdriver. They've got a latch on the front and two directions. But unfortunately this one completely flat. The batteries are a little bit old, so I'm going to replace them. So the first thing to do is knock the pins out. So there's a gearbox here and that's fixed in. When you take it off, it's best to do it with the screwdriver pointing downwards, otherwise the gearbox will fall apart. That's another story. The pins are actually tapered at one end. I put those in from the back so that when I knock it out, they're coming out last, the tapered end last. And there's one screw. And this just comes apart. It's best to do it with the control knob on top. There we go, there are the batteries. So they just need to be replaced. I've got some new ones here. They're the same size, yeah. Perfect, with tags. Makes it a bit easier. They're just wired in series. There's one with a, that's interesting, there's one with a paper cover, so it's insulated, but I think they're all insulated, so the new ones anyway. So we've got plus there, there's plus on that one. That's interesting, that's come off. That's the battery charging terminal. So there's a diode there which is going in here, so I'm assuming that that would be positive. Yeah, it could be. It looks like they've got a... I don't have a full wave rectifier, so it looks like the charger will only work one way. So there's a diode there for charging, so that must be the plus. I can't actually see that marked on there anyway. There's a bit of a pain, although yeah, they're flat on one end and they've got a button on the other end, so that'll be the plus. These don't, these are marked on the case, or do they? Oh no, these are the same. Yeah, okay, it's just hidden under the plastic cover. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'll probably solder that connection onto the battery rather than using these push fit connectors, because I don't think I have tags the same size. Let's have a look. Let's take that off. I'm not sure we need to keep the insulation on the tag. No, that's actually a different size. So that's not going to come off. No. I just had to cut that off, I'm not going to bother mucking around with it. I'm going to attempt to anyway. There you go, so the old battery pack is out. This one, I don't know, maybe I'll cut the end off that, solder that on. I'll probably just solder the that was about the plus. I'll probably just solder that on there so that we get as much of the original wire left as possible, because I'll need it later. I'll probably be replacing these batteries again. Let's just pop some solder on things. Fold the tab over and join it onto this one, and take the insulation off completely, because we're far enough down in the battery pack it's not going to make any difference. So that's the minus, that needs to go to the plus, so these need to be fitted close together. So I'll do a crossover there, diagonal sort of arrangement. Ordinarily I'd hold these in my vise, but as the vise is metal, I don't really want to do that in case I short the batteries out. Let that cool down. It's fixed, so now all we need to do is connect this terminal to that tag. Unfortunately it's had a bit of battery corrosion on it, so that might be a bit of... So it's slightly dismantled, but it's now connected up with new batteries, so I'll just reassemble it and I'll charge it. What we can try now, if I put the charging terminals back, and this is slightly different to the others that I've done. They seem to change the design all the time. What we can do is we can see if the thing will actually work. The answer is yes, it does. So these got some charge in them. So this is now functioning again. So let's see if I can get everything back into the case. Yeah, the design changes. That you open them up, and they've made small changes over the years that it was being sold. And there's little differences between different models. I think we've got a problem with the battery on the end there, because I think that's going in there. Screw hole wants to go through those tags, so that needs to be over there. That needs to be down there. Maybe it'll fit. I'll try squishing it in so that it finds its own space. These terminals are falling out, which they don't normally do. That's better. Let's try that. Fit. Nearly. Come on, button. There you go. It's not looking too bad. There's a bit of resistance here somewhere. Could be that. It could be that cable maybe. I don't think so. No, we're not far off. So that keeps falling out. That's better. Better. There's a little bit of resistance here somewhere. I don't think it's that. Always fold that over. That's not going to help. I probably want to try and get it more down in the gap between the batteries. That's more like it. Obviously if you just replace the battery with a new battery pack, it would be arranged to fit perfectly. But here we've got to persuade everything to live in this case for the first time. Once that's happened, it's generally a bit happier. Once all the wires have been pushed around and worked out where to go. Battery connectors are pain. There we go. It's looking more like it. I think that'll do. So now we should be able to... No, always that way. And it's that way. The connection's a bit strange. Where's that? Anyway, it's a lot better than it was. I couldn't use the thing at all really, other than as a normal screwdriver. It sort of defeats the purpose. Although they are quite comfortable with screwdrivers. Right. Stick that in there. I'll do have a charger somewhere. I'll pop that on charge. There we go. That way, that way. And this you put together, there's an arrow here, put that on top in line with the button. And the gear here that fits in the planetary gears, you might have trouble with that, but if you just spin it, that will allow you to push it in. And then knock it in. Tapered end at the back so that you can push it out. And they get pinned together. Knock them so they're flush, so otherwise they're a pain to use. So just that's lined up. There we go. Another working screwdriver. We'll do it all over again now with this one.